Travis Holt didn't move out to the edge of Oak Ridge County to make friends or wave at neighbors. He moved there for silence, for space, for the kind of peace that doesn't ask questions or knock on your door just to say hello. When he bought the abandoned Weaver property, a sun-faded stretch of land tucked past the old lumber yard, everyone thought he was nuts. The barn looked like it had lost an argument with a tornado, and the fence line was so bowed it resembled spaghetti more than boundary. But Travis didn't care. He was in his early 60s. With the kind of hands that told stories of decades spent fixing engines and welding parts that no one else could. What he saw wasn't a broken-down lot. It was insulation from the chaos he'd spent his life avoiding. The first few months were spent rebuilding slowly. No shortcuts. No hired hands. He rewired the whole house, rebuilt the porch, and cleared brush until the land could breathe again. Then he got chickens. Not for show or some hipster fantasy, but because he liked the rhythm they brought. It didn't take long for the predators to notice. First came the raccoons, then coyotes. After losing 2 hens in one night, their blood smeared across the coop like a warning. New words and fences weren't enough. So he wired the perimeter. 2 acres. Wrapped tight with heavy-duty livestock electric fencing. It wasn't lethal, but it sure as hell taught anything with a heartbeat to stay away. He laminated the local laws, bolted the Energizer box behind a steel latch, and hammered yellow warning signs every 15 feet. It was legal. It was smart. And it was working. Until Heather. She appeared like a puff of smoke in the summer heat, standing at the east corner of his property in a tie-dye shirt and Crocs, shouting something about children and community spirit. Travis had seen her type before. She was the kind of person who talked about neighborhood energy and weaponized bake sales. When she told him the fence made her feel unsafe, he simply replied, "Good. That's the point." From that moment, it became a silent war. Heather started appearing near the fence daily, pretending to garden near the property line, staring at him through binoculars she didn't even bother to aim at birds. Once, he caught her tossing a tennis ball at the fence just to see if it sparked. Travis didn't engage. He simply kept the system charged and his cameras rolling. Then came the rake. One morning, Travis stepped out onto his porch with his usual black coffee and saw Heather in a pink bathrobe holding a metal rake like a jousting lance. She smiled at him, then jammed the rake directly into the fence. The crackle was sharp, bright, and immediate. Sparks flew. The rake lit up like a Christmas tree, and Heather screamed as she collapsed backward into the dirt. Travis didn't run to her. He watched, calmly called 911. By the time EMTs arrived, she was red-faced and wheezing more from embarrassment than injury. He handed the medics all his documents, showed them the warning signs, and even played them the trail cam footage. No lies, no drama, just facts. Heather refused the hospital, but the damage was to Nito, her pride, not her body, and that made her dangerous. She disappeared for 3 days. The quiet wasn't peaceful. It was loaded, like something big was crouching just out of view. Travis found footprints by the fence, tinkering marks, a voltmeter left behind. The control box had been tampered with. This wasn't random. This was reconnaissance. Then came her son. A black Ford Ranger rolled up one morning, gravel crunching slow and deliberate. A stocky guy stepped out, maybe 30s, shoulders squared with cheap bravado. "You think a damn fence makes you tough?" He spat. Travis didn't blink. Private property. Last warning. "I'm Heather's son. My mom's scared." "She's not scared. She's mad." When the guy reached for the gate latch, Travis stood, calm but firm. No yelling, no threats. Just the unmistakable sight of a double barrel leaned against the porch beam. The man backed down. That night, someone opened the coop gate. Didn't break it, just unlatched it. One hen was injured. The cameras showed nothing. Travis filed an official report with the sheriff's office and named names. That didn't stop Heather. She escalated with bureaucracy, noise complaints, anonymous letters, animal control visits. A cease and desist arrived. Then a code inspector showed up. found everything compliant. But the message was clear. Heather was trying to bury him under paperwork, not confrontation. A few days later, two men arrived from a land acquisition group, offering to buy his property for conservation. Travis asked for their cards, then told them to leave before he called the law. His lawyer, Megan, connected them to a shady firm involved in eminent domain cases. Someone had invited them. They both knew who. Then came the break-in. 3 a.m. Two hooded figures snuck to his control box with bolt cutters. They killed the current. Travis caught them mid-act. He didn't yell, just stepped out of the shadows and ordered them to drop the tools. One muttered, "We were told it was safe." Travis radioed the sheriff. One guy cracked in the cruiser, admitted they were hired for a job. The next day, a lawsuit landed on Travis's porch from Heather. Emotional distress, property damage, animal endangerment. Travis and Megan countersued immediately with all the documentation. Harassment, malicious prosecution, trespassing. Heather vanished. Her house went dark. Her SUV sat unmoved. No more flamingos. No more snide signs. Then, one day, a moving truck came and went. Quiet. Clean. Final. Travis didn't celebrate. He filed his updated property boundaries at the county office and reinforced his fence one last time. That night, walking the line under a calm spring sky, he saw the rusted mark from Heather's rake still faint on the post. He left it there, not as a scar, as a warning. Some people test fences. Others learn the hard way that every man has his voltage.